Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is another payday prep. The items you see here I've been accumulating for about the last couple of weeks or so. Some of these things are from Amazon, and I'm actually waiting on some other things from Amazon that I got during Prime Day. But the reason that I'm doing this video, especially for the new community members, i.e. subscribers, thank you very much for joining in. I noticed that we had a good amount of subscribers join in the last few days, so thank you and welcome. The reason I do these videos is not to show you what I got, like, hey, look at what I got, but to give you ideas. And maybe something that I show you is something that you would benefit from having, in your preps, but maybe you never thought about it. First thing I want to show you is this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. My wife is awesome. Just got this right here. I actually took it out of the box that it came in, but this is full of 5-inch screws. Now, these screws are pretty expensive. They come out to about 50 cents a piece. They're galvanized 5-inch screws. Got all of this right here for $20. Now, I was actually telling my wife that, hey, I need some 5-inch screws from Home Depot or from Lowe's because I'm going to use a lot of those when I build the chicken coop, because I'm going to use some 4x4, posts and stuff. But anyways, I'll show you that when I start doing that. And she started looking online, and she found a box that was like 4/5 of the way full. Somebody bought it for a project. They used what they needed and sold the entire box, the rest of it, for 20 bucks. I actually got this for free using my Amazon points. This is the same drill that I use now. I've had for about 5 or 6 years now, where this is the same brand and style. The one that I have has taken 20-foot falls, has never let me down. It works great. Well, this was on sale on Amazon, and I had enough points to get it for free. And what I paid for this, or my points accumulated to like $50 or so, but this was like 49 bucks. The battery alone is worth like $49. Right? If you go to buy a brand name battery for this, it's worth like 49 bucks. So I figured, you know what? I really, really like the one that I have now. This one is pretty much free, so I went ahead and grabbed this. Something that many people may not think about, right? So when the SHTF happens, right, and you can't go to the store and get your own cleaning supplies anymore, your sprays or whatever, you probably have a few bottles of bleach. And that's actually how we clean our sink here, because we have an enamel or porcelain sink. And you know how that porcelain, sometimes with time, it gets a little porous and it'll start to get yellow? We put about 1/10 bleach to the rest water, and whenever we clean our sink, we just spray it, and it gets it nice and white. But having extra spray bottles around, and ones like this specifically, see, this one is bleach resistant, so the bleach is not going to tear up the inside parts and make them rust out or corrode over time. So having some spray bottles, I think it's a great idea. My wife actually picked this up, and I was like, you know what, probably be a good idea if we get 2 or 3 more. Now, whose channel do you think I got this idea from? Actually, it's his idea, but I was like, that's a great idea. Southern Prepper 1 mentions having some of these fly strips. Right? That way, if for some reason you're infested with flies or mosquitoes or something like that, and you run out of Thermacell pads, which is the best machine for keeping mosquitoes away, is a Thermacell, but I digress. You have some of these to help alleviate the amount of mosquitoes or flies, because you all know mosquitoes, flies, all those flying little vermins, what do they bring? They bring with them disease. I finally got the rest of the order of the oils that I purchased for my vehicles. For those of you that don't know, I did a payday prep a while back where I showed you that I got an oil change for every part of my vehicle, for each vehicle. And the last thing that I was missing was some transmission fluid. And here I ended up getting 6 of these. And again, it can't hurt to have this. You know you're going to use it. And more than likely, when you go to buy it next year, it's going to be more than what it is today. And it might not be available. Can never go wrong with having too many fire extinguishers, ladies and gentlemen. I noticed that I don't have a fire extinguisher near my fuel depot. So if you've done any research on this, or if you know the answer, will this type of fire extinguisher, will it stand up to -degree temperatures? This is something that I can leave outside and it will still work. I would like to have this not inside the fuel depot, but near it. That way if something ever happens, I can grab it and run out there and do whatever I have to do. So let me know in the comments if you have any experience with how low in temperature these can get. And this, by the way, is on sale right now at Costco for I think like 26 bucks, which is a pretty good deal. The regular price is like $35, $36. Now, ladies and gentlemen, comfort foods is one of the most important things that you can have in your preps. But look at this. We were ordering some candies for my aunt or my aunt-in-law that lives in Michigan. And I told my wife, I said, you know what, it'd probably be a good idea to have some of these on stock to put away, specifically to put away in case they ever become unavailable. And I was thinking this would be a great thing to have, like for people that are pulling guard, you know, that are pulling security, to, you know, have something to give them a little bit of extra energy or just have something that'll keep them awake. So we went, and imagine what kind of a barter item this would be. Imagine what a barter item this would be, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, we picked up a couple of the cinnamon packs. These come in 3 packs each. Picked up a couple of cinnamon because my wife really likes those. Picked up a watermelon one because we all like this. Licorice, my wife loves the licorice, so I'm going to have to put these away. All I'm going to do is just dry can these without an oxygen absorber. I'm going to have to put these away and hide them. I may leave 1 or 2 pieces out on the counter just to keep her from searching for them. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest bag is the one that's my favorite. They just happen to have a 4-pound bag of root beer barrels. I love these darn things. I'm definitely going to leave a few of these out on the counter as well. Can never have too many of these. This is actually a very nice little first aid kit. Just your basics, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have the money to go out there and get something that's more advanced, you know, like suture kits, staplers, all those kind of nasopharyngeals, all those kind of things, the basic will go a long way, right? Because most of the injuries that you're going to have, if the, like, let's say hospitals and emergency rooms no longer are available, most of the injuries that you're going to have is going to be scratches and cuts and things like that you can take care with this right here. This was on sale at Costco. I think it's still on sale for 25 bucks. And it just comes with a whole bunch of stuff. 375 separate items. It comes with a whole bunch of stuff. I think that one of the things that we'll use the most during some kind of a long-term crisis where facilities are not available, where services are not available for medical, is Band-Aids. I think we'll use Band-Aids the most, and Neosporin, you know, iodine, alcohol, things like that that will keep a cut clean and sterilized. You can never have too many socks. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what. All of you that have been with me for a long time, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The rest of you maybe not. But even though I have several packs of socks that my mother-in-law has gifted me or had gifted me over the years, I refuse to open them. So I went ahead and picked up a pack of 8. I noticed that the socks are becoming more expensive. First of all, check this out. There's no plastic wrapping around it. Right? We know that we have a shortage in packaging material. Okay. Now there's only 8 socks. All right. But not too bad. 8 socks for $9.99. But remember, it used to be 10 socks back in the good old times. All right. But still a good deal. These are nice, sturdy socks. And you can never have too many socks as well. This is what we use in the house when we want to make a quick chili. This is great. Take and put it over rice, or even to make a chili dog with a hot dog. This is great. You don't really have to add anything to it. Just take it, heat it up, and it's good to go. They sell this at Costco, and even though the price has gone up by, like, I'm thinking about 30%. It used to be less than $10, and now these are a little over $12, almost $13 for an 8 count. We still get them because we really like them, and these are just to fill in the gap. We got a couple of these, and that's just filling in the gap. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty excited about these 2 products. Check this out. This is just potato flakes, non-GMO potato flakes. My favorite potato flakes that I've ever had, I forget their name, but they come in a little blue and white bag, and they used to sell them at Costco, and they stopped selling them there. And I went to get them at Amazon, and they're really super expensive. So I started looking for an alternative, and I saw this red mill potato flakes. So I take a look at the ingredients, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Let me see if I can find it right there. But the ingredients, I really like them. The ingredients say dehydrated potatoes. That's it. So I haven't tried these yet. I'll let you know what they're like when I try them, but I'm assuming that they're just going to taste like potatoes. And then, you know, you always doctor it up whenever you make mashed potatoes or something like that. But this wasn't a bad deal. I got a box of 4. These are each 1-pound packs, and they come with 25 servings in this. So really, I got a box of 4 that's 100 servings, and it ended up being like $20 for a box of 4. I think it's a pretty good deal. Same thing with this polenta, and polenta is just corn. This here says, let's see, organic yellow corn. All right, and the ingredients, let me see if you can see it, it's just corn. All right, And this is something that I'm going to take and put away for long-term storage. I am actually going to take these and take it out of the package because we don't have cornbread on a regular basis. Maybe once every 2 or 3 months, my wife will make some of her famous cornbread. And we have plenty of mix for that right now. But this we can use to make cornbread should we ever run out of mix. Now, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen those videos? And I've seen them before, and I almost did it once, where people take lemons and limes and they put them away in a quart-sized jar, and then they stuff it with, I think it's with salt to preserve them for long term. Well, you can't beat this, ladies and gentlemen. This comes with 500 packs, right? This box was less than $20. I think it was $19 and change. It comes with 500 individual packs of freeze-dried or dehydrated. I think it's freeze-dried lemon powder, right? So it's only lemon powder that's in it, and it's freeze-dried. And each pack accounts for like 1/4 of a lemon. So right here, for less than $20, we're getting about 125 lemons, or at least the juice from 100 to 125 lemons. You can't beat that, and this, in my opinion, will last forever. And to show you the ingredients in these, ladies and gentlemen, they come with citric acid, lemon oil, and lemon juice. And we really like the lime as well. We like it so much that we ended up getting 4 boxes of these. And these are the same. They bring 500 per pack. It's about 1/4 of a lime per pack. And the same thing with the ingredients. The ingredients is citric acid, lime oil, and lime juice. And the last thing that we got, ladies and gentlemen, was a couple of bottles of olive oil. This is supposed to be a very good olive oil that Kirkland just came out with. Never seen it before. I know that some of the oils that we get from Costco, especially the big 3-liter bottles, the ones that we use normally on a regular basis here, those are olive oil, but they come from a different regions within Italy and other countries as well. But this is just from Italy, just from the same farm. Supposed to be really good. Give it a try. Whenever you can stock up on extra oils, stock up on extra oils. It will last a long time in my experience. Just keep it away from sunlight and don't let it get too hot. And that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. That is my payday prep. I hope you got some ideas on things that maybe you don't have that you need to get, or just go ahead and fill in the gaps. In my opinion, these things are going to become a little more difficult to get and a lot more expensive as time goes by. What I think will happen first and foremost is what we are seeing right now. Not only that prices are really going up pretty high, and wait till the end of this year. Prices, in my opinion, are going to be much higher than what they are now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so stock up now while you still can. However, I think we'll fall into a pattern where we go to a grocery store to pick something up and they may not have that. So I may go in there, just like the potatoes, right? That's a great example. My family and my favorite type of potatoes, mashed potatoes, are now so expensive that I'd rather buy something else. I just rather get something else than to get that and let my wife doctor it up so that it can be to our liking. So you'll go to a supermarket to get something that you normally get, and you'll find out that it's not there. And now you have to substitute it with something that's different than what you're used to, and probably of lesser product for a higher price than what you're used to paying. Or the things that you do normally get are still there, but they're going to be just so much more expensive that you're going to try to substitute it with a cheaper item. It's happening right now. I think we're going to live through that for a while until we see real shortages where, like, for example, there's just no flour available. Right, that's an example. Like, you go to the store, it's not that you can buy some flour and it's really expensive, but that just, there's no flour available this week. Come back next week and maybe we'll have it. And that was just an example, flour, but it can be anything else. Fill in the gaps. So stock up now while you still can. Having said that, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out. God bless.
Hello everyone, I have here today in order to ask you one simple question. All the crazy things going on in the world, if something bad happens, if something does not go your way, and it becomes too much to take, tell me, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do if the lights go out, if the bars on your phone go down? What you gonna do when the food in your fridge runs out?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
This is what you're getting, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I think Nutrient Survival, not think, but know, is the most nutrient-dense survival food, or even food that there is in the market. If you go to this tool and you just go ahead and put your cursor or your mouse over any of these nutritional items here, it tells you and it compares what it is that it has along with what Mountain House has. So, for example, if I go to protein, it shows that a serving of triple mac cheese has 24% of your daily value of protein, whereas in Mountain House, it's 15%. Fiber, as you can see, 21% to 0. Omega-3s, 22% to 0. Omega-6, only 7%, but also compared to 0. And if you go ahead and put this over anything that you have any concerns over, for example, sodium, only 11% of the daily value per serving, whereas with Mountain House, you're using up 30% of your daily value. I often get asked, why is Nutrient Survival pricier than other long-term food storage companies? Well, in my opinion, it's not, because you're not getting the same with other long-term food storage companies, as you see here, than you are with Nutrient Survival. So feed your freedom with Nutrient Survival.